I think, if I may just say before you say something, one of the things that I think that Tiger has introduced, and I know I wanted to win the Grand Slam before Nicholas very badly, and I went to church, and I'm not a Catholic. I went to church, a Catholic church, and I prayed to let me see my putter strike that ball. You put it on the ball there, and you see your name on the putter, on the ball, and you got it. I'll show you a typical weekend golfer. They stand there and they go, okay. And you watch Tiger, and what I try to do is to just see, look at the name of the putter, look at the name, and listen. Now, if you're deaf, you're allowed to pee. All you guys are keeping so still, and I think that's something that the average golfer doesn't do. What do you feel in the stroke is important?
Well, I want to thank you, obviously, for having me here this today. I think that for me personally, I do a lot of work with the mirror, try and make sure that everything's neutral for me. But more so that's important is, especially for amateur golf, and even in professional golf, is to be able to know how to read the putt first, really, and get the speed. So when I'm reading a putt, I pick the speed first. So a lot of people will read the putt first and then pick the speed after. So with that said, if you pick a line and then hit it at the wrong speed, you're either going to miss a high or slow. So you got to understand, okay, if I'm going to hit a putt, do I want it a foot past, 2 feet past? Do I want to kind of just dribble it in and really lag in? And all those different speeds require different lines. So it's really important to pick the speed first and then go about reading the line from there.
You see, that's so important. As you see coming down the line yesterday, long putts, and you want to win the tournament or you're in contention, and you've got those long putts, if you can lay it up close to the hole, it takes off so much pressure. Now you knock it, you have a perfect stroke, but you knock it 5 feet by, you're under pressure again. So I think, and also what Bobby Locke always said to me, he said, this business of never up, never in is nonsense. He says, I've never seen one that goes by the hole go in either. So he always said, if you had the right speed, you had 4 doors. You could come in there, you could come in here, you could come in here, and it goes round the back and drops in. If you hit it hard, you've only got 1 entrance. 4 to 1 is big odds in your favor. So what he says, Jason says, is so true. The right speed, and also, that's something that Tiger Woods did well. If you don't read the green correctly, if you don't hit it on the right line, there again, you can have the perfect stroke, and it won't go in. So what he says is so true, speed and reading greens well. Now let's go to another field. Senor Quiroz, por favor. Por favor.
Why don't we bring down Alvaro Quiroz, and we have a Hall of Fame member up here as well. Masters winner back in the 90s, over 60 victories internationally. Brent Couples is here.
This man here, Shane, can I have your mic a minute? We gave this man a test. We watched him. Have you ever seen him hit a ball? I mean, it's the first time I've seen a spark come off green grass. I mean, we gave him a test. We found a gorilla in his family tree. We didn't say much about it. I mean, he hits the ball so far and such incredible club head speed. And may I ask you, what is your big ambition? You had this wonderful man who we just loved, Ballesteros. You've had wonderful golfers from your country. What is your great ambition to win? Which tournament would you like to win most? The Masters? The Masters. Well, it's made for you, and I'll caddy for you, okay? But they tell me you pay very badly. I don't know. But it's so nice to have you here, and you've got to watch him in the ball today, because you won't believe how far this goes. Incredible. And then we take a man like Freddie Couples here. Wow, if I've ever seen a marvelous swing in my life, so relaxed and hit the ball such prodigious distances. What a golf swing. Fred, it's so lovely to have you here. You've been a great ambassador for the game of golf. You're the present Senior Open champion, Masters champion. Everybody likes to emulate your swing. Great to have you here. Maybe you'd like to say something. The putter. Now you come with the putter with a different angle.
It's a longer one, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a longer one. And are you putting cross-handed as well?
I put cross-hand from a certain distance. But like Jason and you were talking about putting, I think it's important. I feel like, we all feel like we're great putters, but if there's a weak part of my game, it's maybe inside of 5 feet. But long putting, such as at Augusta or any of the golf courses with bigger greens or fast or slow, I'm a great lag putter. I consider myself to be incredible in getting the ball from here to that pin close enough to make it. So it has nothing to do with this, but these are outlawed win in 2 years, I think. Yeah, so that'll be my last, probably, hurrah. but there's a few people probably like me that use these putters.
Just show them your putting stance. Here's a ball. Give yourself a treat with this caliber.
Well, I'm going to go, look, Callaway's great. So basically, I do have a long flowing swing. Chipping's the same. Sometimes it's not the correct way, but in putting, from shorter putts, I do get short and jabby, but on longer putts, you just...
You connect in the stomach?
Yeah, it touches, yes, but it's not jammed up in there.
Does it ever leave the stomach?
You'll see it, sure it does. And it goes away.
Great, another. Very impressed. Go on.
Well, I was putting...
You're aiming at that shadow.
I was going for his feet, now we'll go for the hole. That's pretty good. I mean, that's at least 3 putts. No.
How about a shortcut?
This is where, yeah, you want to get it? Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty good from here. Now, on short putts, I do go crosshand.
You go crosshand.
I do. Yeah, and it's just the feeling where when I watch maybe Louis putting crosshand now, and it just looks so simple. And I tried it way back, probably in '85 or '86, but I didn't really use it because not many guys were doing it at the time. And then when I went to this, I went long putts this way, short putts crosshand.
If I was a weekend golfer or was a young man starting to play golf, I would putt cross-handed for the simple reason your left wrist, you don't want to have this left wrist breaking down. And with that, you cross-handed, that left wrist stays with the putter. And if you look, when you stand like we do, our shoulders are open. The minute you go to cross-handed, you're absolutely square. And I think that's a better way of putting. And you see numerous people